Hello and welcome to Math World. Today we're going to talk about evaluating an algebraic expression. So all this means is that we're going to be basically solving. Algebraic means it has a variable, a letter, and an expression means it does not have an equal sign. So just a number sentence basically. Alright, so let's see what happens here. We have a problem, 7y minus 11. Now, in order to evaluate this, we need to have the value of y. Now, a common mistake is that people think that the y is equal to 7 because the 7 is next to it. Well, that's not true. It's saying 7 multiplied by y. We need to have a value for y. So the problem is always going to give you a value for y. It'll say y equals, and we just put a number in like 3. So it'll always have a value for the letter. Alright, so now that we know that y is 3, it's not 7, it's 3, we're going to substitute the letter y with the value 3. So we're actually going to rewrite the problem. So let's go ahead and do 7 times 3 minus 11. Now we just need to use our order of operations PEMDAS. So parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. PEMDAS says multiplication comes first, so 7 times 3 is 21. We rewrite the problem, and then 21 minus 11 equals 10. So this expression here was evaluated to be 10, based on the y value of 3. Alright, let's try a harder one. Now here's a more complicated one that we're really going to need to use our PEMDAS skills. Notice that here I have two variables, but it's okay, x and y, because I have the value of x and the value of y. There are two y's here, but that's okay. I'm going to rewrite both of those y's with the value for y, negative 32. So first step, rewrite the problem with the value of each variable. Y is negative 32, based on what I just said here. X is 9. Up here's another y, so we'll just plug in negative 32 again. I'm putting this one in parentheses just to separate the negative from my addition sign. Divided by 4 squared. The little 2 hat means squared, means multiply it by itself. Alright, we're ready. First thing, P, parentheses. Do what's inside of the parentheses first. Not necessarily this negative 32, that's not an operation, that's just a number. Do the operations that are inside of this parentheses. Well, I have addition here, I have division, and I have an exponent. According to PEMDAS, exponent comes first. So I'm going to rewrite the problem and do my exponent math first. What is 4 squared? Or in other words, what is 4 times 4? 4 squared means 4 times 4, which we know is 16. So 4 squared is 16. Alright, what's next in my PEMDAS? Inside of the parentheses still. Addition or division? Division comes next. So what is negative 32 divided by 16? Negative 32 divided by 16 would be negative 2. 32 is divided by 16 twice. I'm going to rewrite the rest of the problem. I like to rewrite my problem each time so that I know what step is next and I don't lose any numbers. Alright, so I'm putting parentheses around the negative 2 just to separate it from the addition sign. Negative 32 plus 5, parentheses means multiply, 9 plus negative 2. Oh, forgot this last big in parentheses. Alright, so finally inside of the parentheses, 9 plus negative 2. Different signs, find the difference. Who wins? 7. Positives win by 7. Alright, write the rest of the problem. I still have this in parentheses. So I'm done all this action that was inside the parentheses and I got 7. I'm now ready to move on to the next step, which is, let's see, addition or 5 times 7. Parentheses means multiply, so 5 multiplied by 7 will be the next step. That's 35. And then finally, I'm rewriting my problem. Negative 32 plus 35. Who wins that battle? The positives win by 3. Different signs find the difference. So the answer is 3. A lot of work, but I just followed my steps. Alright, last one. What if we have y equals 9x plus 13? So now we have an algebraic equation because there's an equal sign. And I give you the value of x equals 7. Well, just like we said before, we will rewrite the problem replacing x with 7. We rewrite it first, and then we just do the math. 9 times 7 is 63, and 63 plus 13 is 76. So y equals 76. If x is 7, y is 76. Easy. But now, what happens if they give us y equals, let's say, 40? I'm going to rewrite this same problem with y equals 40. So I'll not replace the x, I'll replace the y with 40. Now what you notice here is that I can't really do any math because I can't multiply 9 by x because I don't know what x is. This is where we have to use our old friend inverse operation. Remember inverse operation? Well, let's see. The opposite of the addition would be subtract 13 from the other side. 40 minus 13 is 27. And then I do the opposite of the multiplication or division. The opposite of multiplying by 9 is dividing by 9. 27 divided by 9 is 3. So x, what I was looking for, would equal 3 in this case. So the tricky thing there is that if they give us x, we can just do the math like normal. But if they gave us y here, we had to use inverse operation. So we have a little bit of thinking there of what we have to do to get the final answer. Either way, evaluating just means substituting the variable for its value and then finding the answer. Well, that's it. Evaluating an algebraic expression. I'll see you in class. Now for a word from our sponsor, Paper Cut Games. I would like you to meet Meeple. This is Meeple. He's a little wooden character, and he lives in a world called Carcassonne. This is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite board game of all time. In this game, it's so cool because you start out with a blank board that has one tile or one puzzle piece on it, and the game builds itself kind of like a puzzle. So each turn, you're going to draw from this bag a tile or one of the puzzle pieces. And when you pull it out, you have to make it match the pieces that are already out there. So when you put it down, you got to make sure that any roads are connecting with other roads, cities are connecting with other cities, and farms are connecting with other farms. As you place the piece down, you put out your meeple. And your meeple will go into a city or a road or a church or something that will earn you points as you build it. So it's really cool to see the whole game build itself as you play. And each person is trying to earn points and get the most points with their meeples. Also, this game has lots of expansions. There are expansions that have little robbers that come out. There are knights and princesses. There is even a pig that earns you farm points. And my favorite, Smokey the Dragon. And Smokey, when he comes out, gobbles up meeples. So it's a lot of fun, and I really think you should check it out. Everyone I play with loves Carcassonne.